Nate Higson. I look a lot like that man's looking right at me right now. I'm going to do something right now that my father would never do, and that is to wing a speech. He is a guy that was always prepared, always had a plan, always had an agenda. I know one quote of his is, if you have a meeting without an agenda, there is no meeting. So, but I want to clear something up real quick, guys. I know you've all been thinking it, but everybody's asking themselves, how did they fit Big Dave Higson into that? Magic. That's it. My father was an amazing figure. I know how proud he would be to sit here and see everybody that came from out of town. I want to say thank you to the Hayes, to the Higsons, to my family. I know what we've gone through in the last little bit here. It wasn't easy. Mom, you're one of the strongest ladies I've ever known, so thank you. And yes, we cry more than maids of honors at weddings, so I apologize. But thank you, brothers. Thank you, Mother. Thanks, Dad. Dad, I'm not the person that I am today. In fact, I'm not even alive if it wasn't for you. And either are you kids. So make sure you thank your grandpa today. I thank my wife for being with me this entire time. She flew down from Boise, to be with my dad, to help out, to be by his side. Of all of the nurses, I think her bedside manner was the best. Uncle Mark, you would agree, right? I just want to share a couple stories, stories that came into my mind when I've been reflecting on my father. When we first moved here to San Diego, and my parents ruined my hockey career. Okay. My father said he'd buy me a surfboard. I've never been on a surfboard in my life. So, thanks, Dad. But we did play hockey, and my brother was quite good, and I'd like to think that I am as well. And he played for the junior goals when we first moved out here. And I also played travel hockey as well, but I had no friends in San Diego. I had just moved here. Kids picked on me because I tucked in my shirt. I didn't have a no fear shirt. I cuffed my jeans, and this was all very strange to Southern California folks. And, oh, you play hockey? I don't care. But my brother played hockey, and I looked up to him. He's a great brother, and he's playing this advanced hockey, and he had a tournament in Los Angeles pretty much every weekend. And yes, we would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and his little brother would come watch every single game. And you know who I'd sit next to that entire time? I'd sit next to the guy that yelled and screamed so much so that he once got ejected from a hockey game. In fact, one time in Las Vegas, a player got ejected and came over to fight my father. And all my dad kept saying was, "Dirty goon, you're a goon, you're a goon." That was amazing. Now, as a grown man, I find this behavior to be a little bit undesirable, but at the moment, that was the greatest thing in the world. My dad cared so much about my brother's games. Never really was that loud at mine, but better. But he was so loud at those games that he was so passionate about his kids. And yes, it came off, and yes, there was a couple bad words and that type of stuff, but he was passionate about us, and I thought that was excellent. So I enjoyed every moment of that time with my dad. It was just him and I, and typically a Starbucks in hands, because he found Starbucks was amazing when we first moved here. And so those times I cherish, I really do. The next story I want to tell is we were on our boat. Our boat's named Josanna. After Josh. No, you just weren't. You didn't make the name, bro. I'm sorry. But we're on the boat and we're about to watch fireworks. Don't know if it was 4th of July or what, but my cousin Adam was in town. He's the eldest cousin. And my brother's up front and with Adam, and I come up and I've got a Diet Coke. Thank you, Dad, for that addiction. I've got a Diet Coke in my hand, and my loving brother takes it out of my hand and says, "Thanks, go get yourself another one." I go, "Oh, you're a great guy." So I walk back and I grab another Coke, and I'm coming across the bow of the boat, and I slip. My dad's in the back of the boat, and my cousin Adam, who's a professional kickboxer, and Zach is 18 years old, in the best shape of his life, are right in the front of the boat. And I take a fall over the boat. I smash my head onto the dock. I rip off half my face. I knock myself out. I am in the ocean, knocked out. Who do you think got to me first? Was it the professional kickboxer? Was it the 18-year-old hockey player? Or was it the 330-pound man that came like a ninja and pulled me out of the water before he could actually get off of the boat? And that just really kind of shows you who my dad was. He was always there for you. Always. Even though you wouldn't expect it, he was always there for you. If I needed something, he would be there for me. A moment in the hospital at the end, he was asked what his hobbies were. And his response was family. And that meant so much to me to hear that out of him. I'm proud to call myself Dave Higson's son. And let's celebrate his life today, guys. So thank you all for being here.